This is Loch 36 of the Grand Canal. We're going to go this way to Loch 0, also known as Grand Canal Dock. So we are in Shannon Harbour in County Offaly, just a little north of Portumna, and we're going to walk 122 kilometres along this canal, perhaps a little bit longer, into Dublin. It's going to take us about 5 or 6 days. It's raining today, but the weather has been pretty nice, so hopefully it'll be good.
So we've just passed a town beginning with P.
Hello.
We've just passed there, and it's kind of somewhere around here that we're thinking of camping tonight, but it looks like it's pretty much all road from here until Tullamore. So I think we're just going to keep marching and do a slightly longer first day than we had planned, but I guess it's a good way to break our backs in to this bag carrying business again.
Warm up. It's a good way to warm up. That's what Ellie meant.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, we've another 15 kilometres or so to go.
You think?
Yeah. Could be good.
Left Tullamore. We're at Loch 24 and we've got some gorgeous sunshine. There have been some really intense rain moments, but in general it's really nice. Parts of the canal are closed, or like sides of the canal are closed, as they are paving them over to make their greenway, I think. Thankfully there's been one side open all the way so far, so we've had a way to go. I think we're aiming to get past Dangan? Get past Dangan today. So here there's like a junction in the canal, and if you go this way it's the Kilbeggan route, which you might remember from the Westmead Way and Kilbeggan Distillery. So that's kind of it's nice when you see things that you remember from other trails, or you see ways that they could connect, or I don't know, just a little kind of, it's fun piecing the country together, kind of like building it in your head, like around what we've walked. That's been really interesting.
We want to say a really big thank you. We want to say a really big thank you to Castle Blarney Golf Course, who generously allowed us to camp on the golf course.
Yeah.
Fulfilling one of Ellie's dreams.
Yeah, I really wanted to camp on I really wanted to camp on a golf course. This looks too perfect.
So yeah, big thank you to them.
the weather at the moment has been kind of, well, just this. So it's constantly completely overcast, and it's been drizzling all day, non-stop. Like, some of the drizzle, it's so faint that you don't really feel it, but you can see it on the water. But it's just been completely constant, and it makes it really hard to actually feel like any time is passing at all. So it's looked the exact, like, this could be 7 a.m, this could be 7 p.m. I have no idea. It's just looked completely the same, which isn't helped by the fact that the canal is just one giant straight stretch, so there's also no real big change in scenery. So it's just felt very one foot in front of the other-ish, I guess. We've done about, I'm gonna guess, between 15 and 20 kilometres today, so far. We just stopped off in Edenderry for a coffee, which is very, 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 very well needed. And now I'll keep going. I think we're officially in Kildare now.
Yes. Yeah, Edenderry is the border.
Yeah, Edenderry is the border. So we're officially in Kildare now, which is cool. Makes me feel like we're actually really close. And it's definitely starting to feel a little bit more built up. Like, you can see houses every now and again. You can see houses again and again. I don't know. We're between Edenderry and Allenwood, somewhere. So we're making progress, which is good. Still perfectly grey skies, but less drizzle. I guess these are all positives.
So this is our fourth day. So this is our fourth day on the Grand Canal. We don't have any bags today. When you get closer to Dublin on the canal, the trail gets a lot more tarmacy, and everything gets quite built up. And so it kind of makes just as much sense to go into Dublin. For us, we just stayed with some friends and drop off our bags, and then come back out and walk it without the bags, because there's nowhere really that we feel comfortable camping. And as well, yesterday the weather was terrible and we really didn't want to do that. So today we're walking from Allenwood to either Sallins or Adamstown, which is the end of the trail, or at least the end of where the maps say the trail is. It kind of depends. To Sallins is only about 18 kilometres, and to Adamstown is like 35 kilometres, so it depends on whether we want to have a long day or a less long day. We'll see how we feel when we get to Sallins, see what the quality of the coffee is there, and maybe we'll get somewhere.
So we've been walking about a whole 15 minutes and we've reached the split of the canal just before Robertstown. So that direction behind me there is the split for the Barrow Way. So it becomes the Barrow Canal and joins the Barrow River and goes really, really long down the country, and like through Carlow and Monasterevin and all the way down to St Mullins, not too far from New Ross. So we will be back at this point at some point in the future.
It says low down dirty Muppets. So this is the Leicester Aqueduct, and my guess is that it dates from 1770. Aqueduct. 1784. 1784, so I was pretty close. So we're on the Leicester Aqueduct. It dates from about the 1780s, and it's over the Liffey. So this is where the canal, I really love these things where rivers cross over other rivers. There's like a bridge just for the river. So this is where the canal crosses over the River Liffey, which is the river that flows through Dublin. Mm-hmm. So the Grand Canal is the first of two canals that kind of go from Dublin and go west. It was built in the second half of the 1700s, over about 30 to 40 years. That time there was a big canal building craze kind of at that time, because the term engineer had just been invented and everybody wanted to be one. So
we reached Saddams and we took about an hour's break, and the sun has been amazing. I wouldn't it's hard to imagine that yesterday was yesterday and today is today. The weather is so different. So we decided we couldn't pass this up and that we should keep going. So we've just left and we're heading for Adamstown. You okay, Besta?
Yep, fine. Definitely not quite sunburned. This is what we get for leaving our bags at home, because we have sun cream in our bags. And by home I mean the place that we're staying for like 2 nights. We don't have a home. We walked a lot today. We walked another 30 kilometers today. So far we walked like 35 kilometers, 16 kilometers, 35 and 30 kilometers in the 4 days. We have kind of finished this trail a day early actually. Right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 5-day trail.
Yeah, it's a 5-day trail.
To Adamstown.
Yeah, to Adamstown, exactly. Yeah, so we got really sunburned. So we might actually not do this tomorrow, but the day after, because we may need to stay in the shade for a day. But yeah, almost there. Okay, so we are, I guess this is our 5th day on this trail. We took yesterday off because we were sunburned, and we didn't learn anything from that process whatsoever, so we're back out in at least as bad weather, or as harsh weather. And we're going to get sunburned again today. So, yeah. So this is the last 2 kilometers of the official trail. Adamstown is just over there. Hazel Hatch is just right there. So, yeah, it's going to be a nice bit of walking. And then we're going to walk in from Adamstown along the canal into Grand Canal Dock. We know this canal really well, or that section of the canal really well, because it was the conduit between where we lived and our climbing gym. So this is going to be kind of a walk that we know really well. Hopefully there'll be a lot more shade on that section. It's pretty hot out. This is so...
Back behind me is Adamstown, which is technically the end of our trail. There is a bit of construction work going on there, so parts of it are closed, but you can kind of still take a detour around, so it's fine. yeah, now we're on the home stretch just in through Dublin City itself, to Grand Canal Dock, where the canal really truly ends. That's going to be our end point for today, I think. Yeah, I'm super sweaty. It is a sunny day. But woohoo, another one that we can mark off. Right?
Right, 24.
24. Oh, all the doggies.
Ducks.
So I'll stand up. Maybe slightly rush that one. It was a bit low on the hold. Yeah.
So I want to say a really big thank you to all of our patrons, and in particular this week I want to say a big thank you to the Waymark Trails app, which is an extremely useful app for walkers in Ireland and potentially in the future everywhere. It's kind of a guidebook that's better than a guidebook, so you've got your maps and various points of interest, well researched and really
Rich?
interesting pieces of heritage. Yeah, really rich content in the app. So I would highly recommend checking it out. They just added, they've just released the Android version, and also the Cara Camino, which, as you know, is a 3-day walk in Dingle. Highly recommend both of those things. So do check that out at the app stores for your device. Well, here we are. This is Grand Canal Dock. What do you think of the canal?
I think it is shining in my eyes right now because
Yes.
it's reflecting the
This
sun.
is going to be great.
Of the whole thing in general,
Mm.
I think that if you're looking for something really accessible and like flat, to go out and practice maybe just doing some distance on, for like a day walk or something, you just find the best section and you go do that.
Yeah, which in our opinion is roughly the Kildare bit. Somewhere in Kildare.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Yeah, they're doing construction right now on the canal, on various parts of it.
Mm-hmm.
In some cases to tarmac it, to create a greenway.
On both canals.
On both canals, actually, yeah, the Royal Canal and the Grand Canal, and we've hit it both times. So do kind of look out for that. It's not really that nice to walk on a load of gravel. So yeah, do kind of maybe scout it out before you go and walk it.
But yeah, if you're coming for a multi-day trail, or if you're looking for a multi-day trail, I'd probably pick something else. But it wasn't too bad. I'm glad we got it done.
A lot of the towns along the way are really nice. We had a really good time in Tullamore, in Dangan and in Edenderry. And we want to say thank you again to Castle Barnard Golf Course for letting us camp on the golf course, which was great. Would recommend doing that again.
And really good food.
And extremely good food, yeah. For if nothing else, go there for the food. So that part of this is really nice, and the canal is as old as some of the older buildings in the country, which is There is a lot of heritage here. A lot of the bridges are really old. So that aspect of it is quite nice.
Yeah.
But our feet are sore. Yeah.
Yeah, Trail 24.
Yeah, I can't really high-five you because my hand is holding the camera. No, that was out of shot, come on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, trail number 24 done. I would give this canal, and whatever it was that I gave the other canal, I would give this canal also. They were very similar.
I don't think you rated the other canal.
I don't think I rated the other canal, so let me do it right now. I would call it a 5.5 out of 10 right now because of construction.
That's kind of high.
You're right. A 4.5 out of 10 because of the construction. And depending on what kind of walker you are, you might like it more or less. It sort of depends on whether you're happy to walk on tarmac or rough ground. Okay, let's see if any of the sound came through, because we are, for the first time ever, trying to record with Ellie's camera, record audio with Ellie's camera and film on mine. So this should be interesting.
Yeah, look at us getting all tech fancy.
Yes, so fancy. We are right now sitting at the Google offices. That's the Google building right there. So I guess it's wearing off on us. And now we're going to go get a pint with the several thousand other people who are sitting out in the canal today. On to another trail.